Okay. So, if you want to just begin to settle yourself, if you want to sit in a cross legged position, that's perfect. Um, Whatever's comfortable for you to sit and kind of gather yourself. You can close your eyes if you want to. Begin to bring your attention and your awareness inside. And just begin to notice your breath. Notice if it's shallow or tight, or maybe it's long and drawn out. Just notice the breath coming in and the breath coming out. And as you begin to pay attention and notice the breath, see if you can focus on the sensation at the tip of your nose of the breath, the air coming in. You notice a little whooshing sound at the tip of your nose. And you notice as you exhale out the nose, the breath on the top of the lip. Just continue noticing. You may even begin to notice what it's like to notice. And with each inhale, visualize or imagine you're collecting all of your energy from the day. All the energy of yours that you left behind, and all the energy that's not yours. With each exhale, you can release that energy back out. Inhaling, collecting all of your energy that you've dispersed throughout the day, all of your precious energy back to yourself. And on the exhale, releasing everything that's not yours. Keep this up. If your attention wanders, that's okay. You can bring yourself back to just noticing the sensations. And so to begin today, we're going to tune in. Every Kundalini Yoga class, you tune in with what's called the Adi Mantra, and it's just it's a way of just setting the energy for your practice and kind of centering the attention back to within. So the Adi Mantra is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo, which translates to I bow to the teacher within, or I call on my highest consciousness. So to begin to tune in, what we're going to do is bring both of our palms together at our chest. You can feel your thumbs together, kind of pushing into your breastbone, to your chest plate. And the beauty too of this bringing our palms together is that it's a reminder of our masculine and feminine energy coming together and us being whole in that. So we'll take a few deep breaths together and then chant. So inhaling deeply through the nose and exhale completely through the nose. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling completely. And then we'll inhale to chant. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhaling deeply from the bottom of the spine all the way to the top of the spine. Inhale. Hold the breath, hold the energy at the top of the head. Hold it and exhale. Release the breath, release the hands, release the arms to your lap. With the eyes still closed, let's take a few deep breaths here together. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. So we're going to do a little bit of pranayam or breathing exercises to start off. There's going to be 4 rounds, but it's super straightforward. I'll give you a little heads up of what's going to happen. So the first, it's going to be, the first minute, we're going to be breathing through the left nostril. The second minute, we're going to be breathing through the right. And then the second 2, we're going to be alternating. So to begin, going to use your right hand, your right thumb, and you're going to plug your right nostril. And we're just going to inhale and exhale exclusively through the left nostril. And before I begin, what we're doing here is we're essentially crossing and integrating our both hemispheres of our brain, integrating the polarities of masculine and feminine, the left nostril being our feminine and the right being the masculine. So just have that kind of in mind and kind of in your awareness as we're doing this pranayam. So if you're ready in a comfortable position, we'll be here for a little while. So if you need a little bit more support in your seated position, okay. So bringing your right hand up to your right nostril and just breathe in and out through the left nostril for a minute. It's really incredible what we're able to notice when we focus our attention and energy on one direction of breath or one kind of breath. All right, so you can bring your right hand down. We're going to switch to the left nostril. So if you want to bring your left hand up, plugging the left nostril, and you're going to just breathe in and out the right nostril for a minute. Beautiful job. Now you can bring your left hand down, and we're going to bring our right hand up again. And we're going to again focus just on the left nostril, but you're going to inhale through the left nostril and then use your pinky or your ring finger to come over to the left nostril and exhale through the right. So we're inhaling through the left, plug the left, exhale right. Inhaling left, exhale right. And we'll keep that up for a minute. With your eyes closed, you can focus your gaze right in between your eyebrows and slightly above at the location of your third eye. And now we're going to switch to the left side. Can you hear me?
Sorry, I stopped in between. I didn't know I was supposed to keep going. Okay.
No worries. Yeah, so then now we're going to, with your left hand, inhaling right, plugging the right nostril, letting go of the left, exhale left. Inhale right, exhaling to the left. And we'll be here for a minute as well. This is a really beautiful breath that I practice often, especially when I feel that my heat and my cooling elements within me are destabilized. This breathing exercise brings both of our sides to a balance, to a place of recognition and awareness. Okay. You can bring your hands down to your knees or to your lap and just sit quietly. Take some long, deep breaths. Kind of notice how the quality of your breath has changed after those breathing exercises. Okay. So now we're going to warm up our bodies a little bit in case they didn't have enough warming up. And the first warm up we're going to do is a butterfly pose. So from the seated position, yeah, exactly. Just putting the bottoms of your feet together. And if you can kind of like loop your hands around your big toes to give yourself a little bit more support if you want to lean more into the stretch. And we're just going to be here fluttering our wings for a minute. Try and see if you can make a connection across your whole spine, from the bottom of the spine all the way to the top of the head, keeping your spine strong and straight. The breath here is natural, and whatever you can find to support your stretch, to support your body during this movement. The butterfly warm-up is really great at stoking the Kundalini energy that we all have sitting at the bottom, the base of our spine, oftentimes just sitting there untouched. And so this is just a little nudge in that direction. 15 more seconds. We're almost there. And on an inhale, on your next inhale, inhale, straighten the spine while still holding your feet, and see if you can just stretch, put a little bit of a back stretch, a little bit of a hip stretch, just lean a little bit into it. No pain, don't strain yourself, but just see what you can get in your hips. And on the exhale, you can come back up to a straight back. Let's roll our shoulders out a couple times. You can move them backwards, move them forwards. Do what feels good. Just do whatever your body needs. If you've been sitting all day at the computer, looking at screens, as we're all doing. Okay, so the next warm-up is going to be cat-cow. So from your seated position, if you want to swing your feet underneath your hips and coming into tabletop, your hands are going to be directly below your shoulders and knees are below the hips, making sure you have a nice firm support. And you're going to inhale, bringing the belly down to the floor, and exhale, curling the back up to the ceiling. Inhale, belly comes down. Exhaling up to the sky. Eyes can be closed here. Keep it up, probably about another 30 seconds or so. This exercise, this warm-up, stimulates spinal fluid secretion throughout our entire spinal cord. It is fluid movement that gets to every single spinal bone. 15 more seconds. Okay, on your next exhale, you can sit back onto your knees and then switch onto your bum. And for our next stretch, we're actually going to get down on the ground. Let me just show you real quick. You're probably familiar, but let me show you what we're going to do. We're just going to do some hip bridges. Open up our hips even more. So flat back, and the heels of your feet are close to your bum. They don't have to be touching, but close. And all we're going to be doing is on the inhale, hips are coming up. Exhale, hips come down. Inhale, hips come up to the sky. Squeezing the bum. Exhale, come back down. Inhaling up, squeezing the hips. Exhale, down. Great job. We'll be here for about a minute or so. So much of our tension and pain is all rooted and sits in our hips. So this is a really beautiful way to stimulate our parasympathetic system, kind of cueing to the body that we can relax and that you can let go. You don't have to hold on to it. 15 more seconds. Great job. The Do one more. And hold the hips up, hold, and then release the breath, release the hips down. You can extend your legs out, bring your knees into the chest if you want to give your lower back a little bit of a massage. We have a few more short little warm-ups before the Kriya. So the next stretch, if you want to stretch your legs out a little bit, move the position. You need to sit in a chair, or if you need to sit against the wall for support, go for it. So the next warm-up is going to be side stretches. So again, from our easy pose, you're going to, on the exhale, you're going to place the hand down, and then inhale, we're stretching the whole side body. Exhale, place the hand on the side. Inhale as you stretch the whole side body. Inhale with the sides body. Exhale, placing the hand. Exhale. Beautiful. Be here for a minute. This is a great time to practice a mantra. If you want to employ the mantra Sat Nam with each inhale and exhale. Sat Nam. This stretch is really beautiful at isolating all of our muscles that are on our side body. Oftentimes we forget that we have our sides and not just the front and the back. So none of us goes ignored. "15 more seconds. You can do one more round of left to right, and then when you're done, you can come to center. And with your eyes closed, just sit and feel all the sensations, all the energy that you're stirring up, the energy that you're bringing from the bottom up to our shoulders, up to our heart center, preparing us for our Kriya. So our final warm-up is going to be shoulder shrugs. I'm going to stretch my legs out a bit, give them a little bit of love since it's the end of the day. They've held us up all day. And then come back into seated easy pose. And our last warm-up is going to be shoulder shrugs. And we're just going to do 11. So you just can do 11 at a time. And then on the 12th, we're going to come up and we're going to squeeze up to the ears and release. And we're just going to do 3 rounds of that. So at your pace, just do 11, inhaling on the, as you bring your shoulders up, exhaling down. And on your 11th, you can bring your shoulders up and squeeze. Squeeze as long as you can hold, and release when you're ready. Release the arms down, release the breath. And we'll do that 2 more times. So 11. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the shoulders, release the breath. If you have any sweat, and to wipe away. If your body's starting to warm up, that's okay. we'll do it one more time. 11. Inhale up. And on your 11th, bring the shoulders up, squeeze, 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 and release. Release the breath, release the body. And just come to your breath and close your eyes. Taking long, deep, cleansing breaths. You can grab a drink of water if you need to. So the Kriya that we're going to practice today, it's very short and powerful and sweet all at the same time. It's the Kriya for strengthening the aura. And so in Kundalini Yoga, we acknowledge kind of the chakra energy system, and our aura, everybody has one. It's the electromagnetic field that surrounds everybody. So if your aura is strong and intact, you are very clear and decisive and distinct about what you're putting out into the world. And our aura is also, it's a form of protection for us as humans. Animals have horns and spikes and scales to protect them, and we have our aura. So when our aura is strong and intact and we're in touch with it, we are able to make decisions with purpose and just really come to ourselves. So the first exercise is going to be yogi push-ups. There's a couple of different variations, but I'll go ahead and show you the first one. So you're going to come into tabletop position, and the full expression would be you can flip your toes underneath and you can come into downward facing dog, but I'm going to demo on tabletop. So you're going to bring your right leg up on the inhale, keeping the right leg up. We're just going to do push-ups. So exhale down, inhale up. The breath is what brings you up. So with the leg still suspended in the air, yogi push-ups, exhaling down, inhale up, exhale down, inhaling up, keeping the leg up. And you're just going to do 11 of these. And once you've completed your 11th, you can sit back into child's pose. Beautiful job. Yeah. And then you can come back into child's pose to rest a little bit. Extending the arms out in front of you. Stretching the whole length of your upper body. And on an inhale, you can bring yourself back up, and we're just going to switch to the other side. So whichever leg you had first, we're going to switch to the other side. And again, let the breath bring you up. The breath is where your power is at. So exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Again, you're just doing 11. So once you've done your 11, once you've completed your 11, you can come back into child's pose. Beautiful job, yeah. just notice, again, we've been working on our hips, on opening up the hips, noticing the energy at the bottom of our spine. Okay. And from child's pose, we're going to come back up and then swing your legs underneath you and come into seated pose. You can have your legs straight in front of you or crisscrossed in a chair, whatever works for you today. So the second posture is called arm chops. And this is kind of a way of figuratively, again, like projecting, almost as if you're chopping through your obstacles. You're chopping through the bullshit, we'll say. And kind of being able to figure out exactly what it is you need to project. So with arm chops, you're going to, in seated position, left hand is extended in front of you. And the right hand is also parallel next to your left. But with the right hand, you're going to spin it. You're going to twist it so that both palms are facing right. And then come underneath your left hand, and your forefingers will be intertwined, and then the thumbs will be out. Yeah, perfect. And if this isn't available for you today, we can just come here. You can interlace your fingers and point, whatever works. So this motion is going to be, you're going to keep your hands, your arms at about heart center level, and you're going to inhale up to your crown, exhale down to the heart. Inhale up to the crown, exhale down to your heart. You don't have to go real far up, just right about the hairline. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keep it up. We'll be here for a minute and a half. You can really use your breath here as powerfully as you want to kind of push you through. Over halfway there, 20 seconds. Great job. What we're doing here too, stopping right at the hairline, is kind of reinforcing that connection with our third eye, our intuition, and our crown chakra. Keeping that energy moving up. Now on your next inhale, bring the arms up, hold the arms up, hold the breath at the top of the spine, at the top of the head. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms, release the breath. Take a deep breath. Feel your lungs. Feel your heart opening and your heart expanding. Feeling the back of your upper back expanding. Just a reminder that our heart is not in the front of us, but our heart is also in our back. Beautiful job. So we're almost done with the Kriya. We have one more posture. And this last posture is called Aura Ripples. And the name, I think, describes it really well. We're just kind of, with this motion, we're stoking our aura, kind of letting the universe, and as well as those around us and our own energy, that we're aware, that we're engaged. So this one is similar to the last one. Both of our hands are going to be up. Your arms are going to be up parallel in front of you. And you kind of want to make sure you have a lot like a 360 space so you can swing your arms about without, feeling like you're going to knock something off. So to begin, we'll have our hands, our arms extended, palms facing each other, not touching, probably like half a foot or something. And on the inhale, as we open our chest and expand our lungs, we're going to bring our arms back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. all through the nose. Eyes are closed, and the attention in your gaze is up in between the eyebrows, the third eye. You can think about or visualize expanding your aura, how as far as you can think around you. With each motion, you're strengthening your connection to an awareness with your aura. Halfway there, 30 more seconds. Ten more seconds. Doing great. And on your next exhale, you can keep your arms forward, keep them extended, hold the breath in front of you. And exhale, release the breath, release the arms with grace and control. And now, thank yourself for doing all that hard work and finishing the Kriya. So now we're going to move into relaxation. So if you want to find whatever you need to lay down comfortably, if you need support underneath your knees, if you need a blanket to keep you warm we'll be here for 5 minutes. So you get to rest. And I will be here holding it down for everybody while you rest. Just allow your arms to relax. Your palms are kind of curled out to the sides. Your feet relaxed. Everything is still. And if you would like to, you can begin to scan your body as you rest. And as you're scanning, if you feel any tension or tightness or clinging or holding, you can just allow yourself to release. You can slowly begin to flutter your eyes open. You can wiggle your toes and your fingers. With your eyes open, be sure to look around you. Look to your left, look to your right. Look above you. And if you want to, on an inhale, bring your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Really, and you can, rock back and forth on the lower back. If you want to stretch out the left hip, bringing the left leg over. Good job. You want to bring the legs out straight in front of you, give them a little stretch. We have a short meditation, but it's very powerful. So the meditation that we're going to do today is called Shabd Kriya, and it's a Kriya, but it's used as a meditation. It's a moving mantra meditation. So we're going to be using a mental mantra, which I'll tell you about. We'll be using a breath pattern, and we'll also be, with our eyes closed, be using some visualization. So there's 3 parts to the breath. The first part is you're going to fully exhale, and then you're going to inhale in 4 parts. And I'm going to do it really dramatically just so you kind of understand how it's going to go. So inhale, full exhale breath, and then on a count of 4, and then you're going to hold the breath in for a count of 16, so 4 fours. The other element of it is when you inhale for 4, so you're going to use the mantra Satanama, which is the mantra Satnam, but it's just broken up into its most foundational sounds. It's not necessarily even a word, it's more of a sound. So inhaling Satanama, and the mental mantra is more just a way for you to track it yourself, kind of find a rhythm in your mental state. And if you get distracted or thrown off, that's totally fine. So inhaling for 4, holding for 16, Satanama, 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 Satanama. And this is all internal, quietly. And then you're going to exhale with 2 long exhales. And on the exhale, there's also a mantra. On the first release of the exhale, you're going to chant Wahe. And then the second part of the exhale, you're going to chant Guru. And Wahe Guru is probably one of the most foundational mantras used in Kundalini Yoga. And the translation, very loosely, because it's difficult to find an actual translation, is just describing the sensation or the experience of being led from the dark into the light. So it's kind of like it's an exclamation of ecstasy and joy that you've moved from the dark into the light. So let's just do it a couple times together, and I'm going to kind of be really exaggerated with my inhaling and exhaling, just so you can kind of see how it's going to go. So just to begin, I'm going to inhale for 4 breaths, hold for 16 rounds or 16 beats, and then exhaling for 2 whole breaths. And on the exhale, it was a little bit short there, but you can really release all of the air out. So you could do it a couple more times together. If you get lost, that's okay.
I have a question. Is the exhale, can it be kind of like you just hold it in the middle, or is it like blow all that you can out and then do a little bit more?
Yeah, you're right. The first time you can kind of like break it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Because once you've held for 16 rounds, you have quite a bit to release.
Yeah.
So it feels like a release. But yeah,
Gotcha.
Good question.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so let's just take a couple of deep breaths together to kind of center us. Inhale deeply through the nose and exhale completely. Inhaling through the nose and exhale completely. We'll inhale to begin. Inhaling for 4. Holding for 16. Exhaling for 2. And I'll let you go ahead and move at your own pace. We'll just be here for 3 minutes. Do 2 more rounds of this breath and then just come to stillness. And once you've completed the meditation, you can just take a nice, long, deep, cleansing inhale through the nose. And holding the breath at the top of the head, the top of the spine, holding the energy there. And exhale the breath. Exhale it, everything out. Beautiful job. And now we get to close our practice today. Everyone did a great job. We're going to close with Sat Nam, which translates to truth is my name. Truth is my identity. We'll do a long Sat we'll chant the Sat part longer, and then the Nam will be quite a bit shorter. So feel free to join if you'd like to. So let's again bring our palms together. Just another reminder of the uniting the polarities of inside of what we all have, reminding us that we're all whole in who we are and what we bring. So let's inhale and chant Sat Nam to close. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And again, bringing your palms up to your forehead, into the position, the energetic place of our third of our eye, of our intuition, of all of our knowingness. And then if you can bring your palms and your forehead down to the earth, down to the ground. Bringing your hips back into child pose. Just in a gesture of humility and gratitude towards the earth for supporting us every day, but most importantly, supporting us during this practice. And when you're ready, you can come up on an inhale, using your arms to bring you up. Sat Nam, my friend.